John McCagg here, the Trust Crash Course. Glad you made it. And here to answer all your questions. If you have any, please email us, contact@liberty8academy.org. Or if you're seeing this live, go ahead and type a question, thought, comment, what have you in the chat, please. Okay? So we're going to do the Trust Crash Course. My name is John McCagg. This is Liberty 8 Academy, liberty8academy.org. And this is going to tell you, the Trust Crash Course is going to tell you about how to operate a trust and all the benefits there are to it. And not one or two, it's so many. It's really amazing how doing such a simple thing can have such a benefit in your life. That's what we're here to talk about, all the benefits. So we're a school. You pay to get online and at your own schedule, right? You do your own training that we have in our courses. We're here for you. We got a team of people to answer your questions. And once you start using this trust, you don't have to pay taxes to the IRS. You don't have to report to the IRS. And there are many other benefits to it, okay? And so the Trust Crash Course is going to crash into those options, those benefits, all the things you can do with the trust. So as I go through this, please ask any questions and we'll go through it, all right? I mean, first you might be wondering, what is this Liberty 8 Academy? What do we do, right? So who is Liberty 8 Academy? Liberty 8 Academy uses original copyrighted information to teach our students to radically improve their lifestyle with legal, easy-to-use financial methods, not widely known, but proven to work by testimonials to work for all of our students. That's right. The information that we have works for everyone in America. There's not going to be somebody who goes, oh, well, does it work for me? No, it works for everyone. We've been doing this quite a long time, and it works for everyone. So how did I get into this? How did I become an expert in this work? What traumatized me to focus on this to this level and be the first one to do this and then help everyone else and then go live twice a week and have no problems whatsoever? What pushed me into doing this? Well, the crash in 07, 08 really for me started at the end of 06 and just lasted a long time. And I lost my business, my home, but most of my family still and so on from it. But what I realized was I've got an MBA and a master's in accounting. I was a licensed general contractor for 25 years, did real estate development and so on. I was just a businessman, you see. And I followed the rules. I did everything, but I still got crashed on in the crash. And so I was like, well, what's going on that they're not telling us, right? Well, what's going on is banking is slavery. That's what's going on. They didn't mention that when you went to the bank or on TV or your parents or, your Pledge of Allegiance classes and all those things. They didn't mention that, hey, banking is slavery and that's why the country exists. No, they didn't mention that. But that's what I found out, right? Because what? The bank never signs any documents ever, period. Now, do they? Never. Not for a mortgage, not for any kind of loan. So what are there like 4 or 5 elements of a contract depending on whose list you're going by? And one of them is always a meeting of the minds, isn't it? Well, if there's one signature on a document, there's no minds. There's no contract. It's a meeting of a mind. So if you're the only signature to, anything, who's the only one that can change it? You. Why would the bank think that you could change the mortgage? Think they could change the mortgage? The bank has power over the mortgage, but they didn't even sign any documents. So banking is slavery is what I figured out back then, and I help people legally with the process to remove their debt, which is still on JesusChristTrust.net. Right now, you can go get it right now and remove your debt if you want to. And we have the testimonials to prove that works here at Liberty Aid Academy. We just don't have that information here because they'd shut our school down. So we do it under our church where they can't shut the church down. Okay. So, more into the timeline of how this came about. You know, I lost everything, like I said, and so I began to fight back against the bankers and figure out, oh, this is how you remove your debt legally, right? And so I showed those videos. It's been almost a decade now. Those are the first 4 videos on this YouTube channel. You can go look at the proof, the non-disclosure agreements, checks I won, the settlement agreements, everything like that when I beat the bankers. And so, you know, it went on like that, helping people. Here's how you remove your debt, you know, and I did that for a number of years, worked great for everyone, and had a lot of people who, you know, no one else removing debt or helping anyone with debt has proof. No one. Go look. No one has proof. They don't have their own proof and testimonials from other people. No one has that. Okay, no one. Literally, no one has that. Our testimonials have a notarized affidavit. They're all real. And every other place you go look, it's all fake. And by the way, I post my information first, right? First 4 videos on this channel is my proof. So no one else in America, or I'm pretty sure anywhere else, but I've just checked in America, no one else has proof that they've removed their debt that helps people with removing debt. Literally no other humans have proof. I looked for a decade. I've never found it. No one is supposed to be a link to anyone with proof. Never happened. It's never happened. And so I got through those years. I got to 2016 and I realized, well, okay, it's great to remove that debt and so on. And that's helpful. But how do you keep what you have safe? You see what I'm saying? How do you keep it safe? And so how to keep it safe is with a trust. That's right. You put it in a trust and they can't touch it because you're at the same level, right, as the in God we trust. So that's a trust. So in 2016, I figured that out, right? I went into Chase Bank, opened up this trust for the first time. The devil sat down next to me and offered me $485 million not to open the trust. And then I declined my offer. And then I've been helping people ever since. And it works for 100% of the people, everyone. This works for everyone. There's no one it doesn't work for. And so that's what happened. I got into figuring out the trust, keeping everyone safe, their finances safe, and so on. Can anyone hear me? I mean, this is amazing. I have the most vital financial and spiritual information anywhere under the dome. And there are 2 viewers here. It's unbelievable. I'm the most plagiarized individual alive, but also at the same time, I'm the most censored individual alive. I hold both of those titles at the same time. It's unreal, really. And this is 2 viewers, right? And this is with our school spends $5,000 a month on advertising with Google to get placement, and we get 2 viewers with that money. You see what I'm saying? It's unbelievable what we have to go up against. So what makes, and so nobody can hear me, huh? Is that what's going on? I don't know. Maybe no one can hear me. It looks like everyone can hear me. Amazing. I've been doing this long and now which 2 people. Okay. Anyway, what makes this different from other trusts? This trust is something you create yourself. We teach you how to create it. The documents are ready, but you print them out of your printer or down at your local print shop, right? And you don't have an agent of the state create them for you. Not a lawyer, not a CPA. Is this information about contracts with banks such as mortgages, auto loans included in your course? Yeah, on JesusChristTrust.net. That information about debt is over there, and there's a thing called debt forgiveness over there at the church. If I have it anywhere else but at the church, and see you forgive your sins, so how can you add debts? So I've just used a Bible quote, and that's all. And so it's over there on the church. Yeah, It's over there. Hear you. Okay, Bruno, cool. You hear me. Uh, yeah. No, it's not. That's not in with this trust work, Bruno, but it is over there on JesusChristTrust.net. And I knocked that price down 50% because you don't get my Zoom time with it anymore. It's just the information, and there's an online forum there that comes with it. You can ask questions. It's just me. Over there is as the moderator, so you type in what your question is, links, what have you, and I answer them directly in there. So, quick service to any questions you have. So this trust is something you create yourself. We give you the information, you go create yourself. So it's not created by a statutory agent, and therefore it's not taxable, because also we give you the right information and many other things. So this is called a non-statutory trust because it's not created by a statutory agent. And when you create it yourself, a synonym, right, for non-statutory is also private. It has nothing to do with, sense of privacy, like nobody can see something like that now. That's not what it is. Private means you started yourself. In other words, a CPA is certified public accountant. See, that's public. You follow? And so they're a public agent. And you privately create it yourself with no agent. So there's no agency from somewhere else to make it taxable. And it isn't. All right, Alex, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you, Alex. So, I talk about this trust a lot, right? I go live Monday at noon, Thursday at 7 p.m. But I talk about this like for years now, right? But the actual doing it and opening a trust and opening a bank account is pretty super easy. You can get it done in days easily, definitely. And that's, if you want to take a week or whatever, you could process all the information and take your time, right? Whatever. But really, you just watch a video, fill out the document with your name and address and so on, print out the documents, get your EIN, step-by-step process we tell you, make an appointment at your bank or, another bank that we give you a list of, possibilities. And then your trust is ready and done, and that's all there is to it. It's really quick to do this. It doesn't take much time. This works for everyone. As I said, there's no one this isn't going to work for, right? As long as you're 18 or older, this works for everyone. They're, financial planners and accountants, they don't even know about this. I wasn't taught this, when I did my master's degree in accounting or my master's in business administration now. And it was before the online methodology for universities. So yeah, it works for everyone. There's no one this doesn't work for, what I'm describing. So this is what our coursework looks like here. You get in, right? This is an online school. You make your donation, you sign in. And these are your courses, right? You can get these a la carte, or one at a time, or you can also get a bundle deal, which we have these courses all together, and you need all the information. We have them all together for over 60% off. So I really recommend that you get them. Always start with the trust either way, an actual benefit from the SBA, yeah. Is what, Alex? An actual benefit, like getting their money? Yeah. Trust, always start with the trust. That's the Trust 101 course. You open it up, your trust is started, yay. Then in business finance and personal finance, we teach you how to build credit for the trust and how to build credit for your person, too. Right? Because now you have two businesses, your straw man, your person, whatever you want to call it. That's not you. Even though they call it you, that's not you. And so you're operating that person. You give it nothing, right? Give it nothing. And then give your trust everything. And then your person, not you, right? Because people can't own anything. Your person qualifies for every government, everything. And so how to get, do all those things with the government and get all the money and all those hacks, that's the mentor program. And the inner circle is all the hidden truth that you don't know anything about. I decoded our entire existence. It's in there. And all our spiritual technology to win our spiritual war is all in the inner circle. All of it. No one has uncovered this information in the history of humans yet. I'm the first one to do it. And I've done 50 court cases against the bankers. I live, right? I'm alive. And so that the reality is, in order to do that, I had to receive this information and technology, which I have proof of that works for everyone. Because I wasn't just doing it for myself. I was saving the information so I could show everyone, hey, guess what? Fellow inmates, right? This is how you get out of your slavery. That's what I show. Definition of faith-based. Oh, cool. Yeah. Right. Faith-based. But this is what it looks like right here. Your portal, when you log in to your student portal. On the right is your courses here, you see. In the middle is FAQ, just get you oriented once you get started. And the classroom is an online private forum. Only our students have access to, and I'm the moderator. So you get in there, you have any thoughts, questions, outcomes, blah, blah, blah. I'm there to help you, give you feedback in a super timely way. So that works great. That's been the biggest change to our school. It has made everyone move forward with this work so much faster. It's wonderful. So, like I was saying, I have no income, right? People don't have income, right? Corporations have income, right? A corporation, income is taxable revenue. That's what income means, right? And I don't have any. And also, my person doesn't have any, right? My straw man. It doesn't have any because I don't give my person an account or anything like that. Your person, you give it nothing. And then it has nothing. You qualify for all the government, everything. And then your trust holds everything, but that's a non-taxable entity. It's not yours. Even though you're the one with the debit card and you make every choice you want with it. As long as money passes through that trust account, it is non-taxable and you never report, period. It's the only method, right, to get out of taxes and tax reporting to the IRS that's legal. There is no other method except this method. Been proving it since 2016, and I'm going live twice a week. And I use my real name. I put up on YouTube until they take it down every time, right? My driver's license, unredacted passport, paper one, and the plastic one, unredacted. Social security card, unredacted. Try to hack me. Go ahead. That's a hoax. I was like, that's a hoax. And put that up for years. They just take it down. But see, what if your person, right, your corporation, the straw man, has nothing, then it, i.e., you, they like you to call the pronoun you for your straw man. It's not you. But it qualifies for all the free government, everything. This is a legal hack, okay? You could get SSI and SST. That's at $851 a month, minimum. And the cost of living is pushing it up 9% this year, something like that. So, cash payments. I teach how to get them. EBT food stamps is it's unreal. I mean, it's so high now. It's gone up to $281 a month now. So that's actually like $3,500 in food stamps. You can use it at Walmart or whatever, deliver the food, anything. Our courses are just under $2,000 all bundled together. I mean, just in food stamps alone, you make money if you use our method in the first year. I'm not even talking about taxes and all the rest of this, which you could do all that. I'm just saying, on that alone is amazing. It really is. It's great to have that. You can spend it wherever. Use your cash for other things. So you could also get a free smartphone. The smartphone's not that good, but the cell phone service, the free cell phone service, is great. I use it. When my wife who had Verizon, when we went through Hurricane Ian, the eye for like an hour, and 100 miles an hour for several hours and on and on. My phone never even flickered, right? It had perfect service the whole time. The government phone. Amazing. Truly is, and it's free. Unlimited text, talk, data. You never get a bill. Never. You never get a bill. Works perfectly, like I was saying. You can also get discounted internet. And then there's state and county programs, which may or may not exist. You may or may not qualify for, but it just depends on where you live. Like free electricity. And then there's free healthcare. I teach 2 methods on how to get free healthcare. Free housing. I teach 2 methods how to get free housing. 2 methods for free housing. PowerPoint. Thank you, Alex. That's very nice of you. And so also free college and graduate school. Don't have to pay a penny. Get federal student loans. And not just for this classes, but they also pay you like living expenses and everything. You know, college and graduate school. You never have to pay it back. Never. You can be a doctor, be a lawyer, you know, get all that money that flows from that and never have to pay for any of the education to get it. Anyone can do that. Those methods are in this information. It's easy, actually. And I teach you how to get better credit, of course. So they're all, you know, I'm not going through an exhaustive list of all the benefits, you know, because there are always more on their way and so on. But, you know, these are a lot of them. Like I was saying, no IRS taxes, no IRS filing. That comes the second you get the trust. You have to apply, but you can get no state taxes. You don't have to answer questions, and you can't be detained. You can answer questions, but you don't have to. No personal taxes, right? Your person doesn't have a bank account, doesn't get any money anymore. You use a trust instead. So, you know, the person doesn't have any money, doesn't have to report. No taxes, no personal taxes, period. No business taxes. Any business in America, okay, or are you listening? Where are the business people here? Any business in America can be IRS tax-free and reporting free. I've been showing this since 2016 with not a single ripple of problem for me or anyone. I mean, can you imagine how, you know, difficult? I'm going to say, like, business is hard these days. They make it, you know, you sold your soul, we'll give you all the views, and if you didn't, you know, you can't even get on social media. It's hard to even have a business, right? It is. It is. But just think about the hack that they're doing that you're not doing. No business taxes for any business. You know, and then once you do it, you don't, there's no work involved. You know, you're not reporting taxes. You simply, all the money goes through this trust account. You don't pay the IRS any money. And you don't report it. It's totally legal. There's nothing else that anyone can do for their business that has a financial payback so quickly and forever as this, with so little time and money into it. Nothing else anyone can do for their business is going to have any kind of, you know, ROI like this single thing they can do. And it just takes a couple days. That's all it takes. It's, you know, we have it laid out, so it just takes very little time. Like I say, you can apply for no sales taxes too. I posted YouTube videos of proof that I did that successfully. And no vaccine, no jab in the arm, right? I posted a method for that. No jail detainment. I've proven that in public that that works. No crypto taxes. I teach how to do that. No inheritance taxes. No property taxes. I mean, really, there's really nothing else you can spend your money on in your entire lifetime that will give you as much benefit as using this trust. Nothing you could think of, anything you could do, nothing will give you payback like this. Nothing. Alex, this is the king of conversation. Where is everybody? You know, that's a question, right, Alex? You know, think of how censored I am. 1 decade of helping people. How did I start out this channel? Right? You go look at the first videos. It was, I guarantee to get anyone out of any problem with any bank or government. Well, no, I put it another way. I guarantee to beat any bank or government. I mean, who does that? I'm still around, fine. Been beating them, every day ever since I started that. It's just, I can't fly with those taglines out there like that, like I used to on social media. It's just totally censored, right? But never a ripple on my end. Helping people, go watch the all the testimonials. It's really amazing. It really is. These are just excerpts from those testimonials. You should really go check them out. We have a lot of them. Breaking Bank, yeah, that was a series I started with. Yes, Alex, it was dynamite, wasn't it? It's kind of like I just did it totally unscripted. Not like I did it totally unscripted as I was doing it. I mean, I telegraphed every single punch and they still couldn't block me. So what do UV have to say? It was simple for me to open up a trust. It's very simple as long as you follow Jack's step-by-step instructions. Thank you, UV. These are just, lifted comments out of the video. Go watch them. All right, Alex. And Ron, John, we love you. Love you too. John, Jack, right? Jack's the nickname for John. God bless you. God bless you, Ron. Liberty Aid's trust is powerful. All our other assets were seized, but everything in the trust was left untouched. It's really amazing to go watch these testimonials with documents, with proof, with these people who they are actually who they say they are, going through these things. You've never seen any video like what we have. It's never existed before. It's really amazing. I suggest you go watch it. So I can't teach you everything with this. This is just how we beat them, right? This is how we go out there. This is how we beat them. Works for everyone. Beat the banksters. Take a turn. Beat the government, right? You can't beat City Hall. You can't. No? I get everybody out of death and taxes. You can't beat death and taxes. Now, I beat them both with this trust, actually. Yeah, if you don't think I beat death, go. That's in the inner circle. It is. Yep. That's just one more side benefit of this. So, I mean, think about the value in doing this, right? It's amazing. The wealthy elite, one of them told me one time, he's like, I had to pay $75,000 for my trust. You didn't even know about it, right? This guy, joined the team and he, sold his soul, and it was $75,000, right? But we bundle all of these courses, not just the trust. He only got the trust, not how to use it. He just got a trust open. That's not good enough. You got to know how to use it and what to do with it. I teach you everything about that. No one else does that. No one else knows how to do it. I did this first. I'm the human, right? And then I copyrighted it. I'm still showing everybody how to do it. Yeah, some other people copying me. Open up other schools. They're ruining people's lives. I know about this. Absolutely. They don't even have a college degree. Ruining people's lives. So always look for proof. My proof is posted. So are the testimonials of our students. That's right. This works for everyone. You get all the courses together, right? Bundled together, all the courses. And you get me on Zoom, too. That's right. You get my advising session in there, too. All the courses plus me, 60% off plus, $19.97 for all of it. While everyone else is like, oh, supply chain, blah, blah, blah. We're going to take some more of your money. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, we're going to charge you more. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Yep, everything costs more. No, I went the other way with mine. I'm like, no, people are going to get pinched more for money, right? Things are going to get more difficult. I've been saying this for a while. And so, no, I put all the information together, made it super affordable, because I need everyone to beat them. You see what I'm saying? To have the success I've had. And I also don't want a lot of questions on my end. And how does that happen? If you have all the course material, it leaves nothing out. You see, you don't have any questions. You're just doing it. If you have questions, I'm here. Okay? But I do this work so you go forward, do all this, are successful, not sit around and ask me questions. If you have questions, me and my team will answer them. Yeah, no problem. We do it all the time, but I've been building this coursework for a long time, I worked with a lot of people. So I really, don't waste your time. It's just step by step. This is how you do it. This is why you do it this way. I not just how, but the principle. This is why you do it. That's in our coursework, okay? And then you get it done. Everyone does it. Everyone's successful. No one's not successful with this, all right? So that's why we do that. And if you need anything, best way is email, but you can reach us other ways. So that's the Trust Crash Course. Yay. I want to thank you for stopping by, and isn't it amazing? Get you out of debt, get you out of taxes. Not only do you not pay taxes and not report anymore, but the government's paying you money from all the different programs that they have. All of them. It's amazing. Your person's going to qualify for just about everything. It really is. Not everything, of course, but pretty much everything. And they're always making, more benefits. If you can prove I don't have any money. Why? Because, they don't want to get overthrown, which is what they deserve from treating us as slaves. That's what they deserve, of course. But take all your free stuff in the meantime, because that's legal. This is just their rules, their financial system. I didn't make this financial system. I didn't do that. I'm not the one who did it. I'm an accountant. What's my job? You teach me accounting, and I go figure out your system and how to beat your system. That's what an accountant's supposed to do. How come all other accountants suck so badly? Think about it. They can't even get you out of taxes, right? I'm like, no, I get you out of taxes, no problem. Plus, this is how you get a bunch of money from the government. All these, if you have 10K views on anything, right? You're a lying Freemason evildoer, right? You just are. If you have 10K followers plus, you're a lying evildoer, Satanist. Obviously, you sold your soul. That is our world in total, as I just described it. Everyone who can be seen is a lying scumbag, right? Evil to the core. If you have views on YouTube, if you blah 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 blah, you're completely useless. Talking about useless nothing, because what? You're evil, you're trying to distract us. Right, just pure evil. That's every single one out there. Everyone famous, everyone, who's got the views. Just don't watch. I mean, what's the point of watching them unless you're using them as a negative barometer? Okay, they're lying. So if they're saying one thing, obviously the opposite is going to happen, right? Obviously. Because they're only capable of lying. They have no proof of anything. They're using a name you assume is real. They don't have any proof. I post my ID and stuff. Who does that? No one. No one. They're just a bunch of liars. All of them. Right? Oh, voting, right? Voting's real, right? If voting were real, right? If voting were real. Okay, think about this. I know this from experience. If you have a gram of weed, right, and the cops stop you and give you a ticket, whatever, right, your face is going to the newspaper next day, guarantee, first shore, online, everywhere. They put that's what they think of privacy. That's their definition of privacy. They don't care about you and your privacy at all. So when you're voting, why is now privacy an issue? What? Why? Because it's fake. They don't care about you. They put your face out. They're just destroying lives. They don't care. That's it. Obviously, that's our system of evil's, government. Obviously. So why will you tally a vote? Why don't they have, here's your slave number, that slave voted for them? Why wouldn't they have that? You see what I'm saying? They don't care about you. They don't care about your privacy. That's a joke. Why is that the only thing where privacy matters? It's just, what are you kidding me? It's such just, we are evil and we rule over you. Yeah, oh, thanks. We are your slaves. Do as we say. Oh, well, how about you follow your own rules? How about that? How about I'm just going to ask you to follow your own rules that you made up in your financial system that I didn't make up? And yeah, I have them all down for you. And it's easy to beat them once you know the rules. Why? Because they'll have secret back exits and things that they could do because they're super wealthy and in charge, like this trust. It's their backdoor method for them. I just found out about it. I teach everybody about it. What? Let's see what we got here. Marvin opened his first bank account with a trust today. Marvin, boom, stoked. That's why I do this work. You're safe, your money's safe. Stoked, man. I'm stoked for you, Marvin. You've been working at this, man. You've been doing your work. You've been asking your questions every step of the way. And I like that. Good. I want answers to my questions too as I go forward. So good for you. And then you did it. Man, that's it. Good for you. I'm so stoked, man. Marvin. All right. That's the only reason I do this work. Why? Because I did this. I'm successful. I'm like my fellow inmates. Guess what I found, right? I found an open gate for the sheep. Come on out, everybody, right? Before you get slaughtered. I'm free. Come on over, Here's the gate. Someone else's money. They just gave us a bill. That's right, Alex. Quantum Akashic Soul. I am here. Sounds like the opposite to me, Quantum. I bet you're just in the ether. I bet you're not here. So, Lawrence, bless you, sir. Oh, bless you. Okay. Hey, Jesus Christ bless you. Right back, Lawrence. What did I sing to say? Alex, bonded promissory notes. Guys, no promissory notes. No bonded promissory notes. No, Alex. No. That's a hoax. The We Trust, right, issues notes. There's no, right, it said Federal Reserve notes. Federal Reserve is the printers for the We Trust, right? That's a trust. You can't use the word trust at the end of a name of anything unless it's a trust. And I found it. I looked it up. It's in Pennsylvania. It got We Trust / USA Inc. / meaning DBA. DBA meaning doing business as. And that means you can legally have two separate names and operate one company, right, under two separate names. And for them, it's the We Trust and USA Inc. That's your government. I found them. I found the whole system, found the whole thing out. And so I'm like, if you could write a trust to we, the devil, right? We be 33. If you could have a trust to the devil, well, guess what? You could have that proves, right, that you could have a trust and sign another God, right? Jesus Christ. All knees shall bow. And it works perfectly for everyone. Works perfectly for everyone. So here's the thing. We Trust issues notes. There's no promise to pay. They don't make no promises. No. It's just notes, like a Post-it note. That's just notes. You have a trust, so how come if you issue notes from your trust, they have the same value as their currency? Why don't they accept them? Well, I've tried that and asked them in court. Hey, listen, right? You should look at my video about this. I have several. The We Trust / USA Inc. is registered at Pennsylvania, right? Signed a Declaration of Independence in Philadelphia. Oh, yeah, on Seabird Street, it turns out. That's where it's registered. Go look at the video, right? It's amazing. So that's obviously a trust. It issues notes, not promissory notes. That's a common misconception. Just notes. Genius. No, I'm not a jinn. There's no jinn in us. Jinn in us. A jinn. Jinn. Another word for a demon, right? That's the Muslim word for demon is genie or Jedi or jinn, right? That's saying a demon is in me. And I know you meant well, Alex, but it's actually, We have a demon in us telling us what to do, or we have Christ consciousness and God is telling us what to do. So it's the second one. It's not the first one. But I take it as a compliment the way you're giving it, but I'm just decoding our programming as we go in live time so that everyone's aware of it. Ken, hey John, I'm having a hard time reading God Speaks, right? Any tips to making the reading easier? You have to have, really, you should have a picture of God in every single room of your house. You need a main altar. And you have to really, work one-on-one with your altar and give your inability to read. That book is in regular English, and I know exactly what you're talking about, okay? It's like impossible to read until your spiritual timing allows you to read it. And I know that feeling because I read that book in 1 8-hour sitting in one day. The first time I read it, I had to get up and pee once. Literally, I read it in the library at the Mayor Baba Center in North Myrtle Beach. And when the time is right, then the time is right to read it. But otherwise, yes, God Speaks by Mayor Baba, the most important spiritual book ever written, is literally impossible to read for almost every human. It's in basic English. It just has a spiritual buffer inside of it that doesn't allow it to be read. It's not in complicated words. It isn't. It's just such highly advanced, perfect knowledge that you as a receiving device have issue with receiving pure knowledge and receiving it. So you're not set up for it, right? There's these veils in between you seeing the absolute truth. And so it's extremely difficult. So you have to ask for God's help. To be able to read God Speaks, you have to ask for help. If you don't do it, God literally will block you from being able to read it, Ken. I absolutely have had that experience, and I think everyone that has read that book has absolutely had that experience, that it's impossible to read until the timing is right. And for most people, that's all they say is, it's impossible to read. And they never get past that in their whole lifetime. Most people I've met do not read that book. They don't. Even though it's in English, the first part of it, explaining creation, is just, it has something in it that does not allow it to be read until your timing is there. It is absolutely, as you say, Ken, and that was, and you have to do what I described, okay? You have to take his name. You have to take the name of the God you signed with to get over, Mayor Baba is the Father, Jesus Christ the Son, Gabriel, the angel, is the Holy Spirit. Those are the three. They're all God, but you have to take the name. Every knee must bow to Jesus Christ. That's who you signed with, and Mayor Baba accepts that name. Do you see? So take the name you signed with, have it on an altar, work through it, and it will work for you. Okay. Good question, and absolutely ubiquitous for everyone. Everyone has that experience, Ken. Thank you for asking about it. I tried to remember, too, when I told you about this book. I hope you remember that I said this to you before you're going to read. I know I said this to you. So it's happening the way I described, and you're asking, that's how to get out of it. Great question. Thank you for your question. Pete. Hello, Marvin. I was just looking at your post in the community. Sweet. Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see it. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a good thing. What? Yeah, congrats on opening your trust, Marvin. That's the goal. What are you talking about, Marvin? Way to go. You came here, it's open. Now you're gonna start to be like, I got my trust open. What? Where's the money? Hey, dollar bills, y'all. Where those income trust notes? Bring them, right? How about your slave? Give me your money, and you get nothing from me, right? Take from them everything, give them nothing. Right. Ken, thank you for the tip, John. Yes. Also, I got my Christian Trust EIN set up. Beautiful. Signed the Declaration of Trust. Beautiful. I'm planning to open up a bank account. Good. Should I open up a trust bank account and a Chase account? Oh, a local bank account? Well, I recommend you open 2 bank accounts, separate ones at separate banks, right? Okay, you just have a backup. That's all. Make a list of 5 banks, including the one that you're currently using. Add Chase and, Add 5, and you're like your top 5 would be like, okay, I'm going to go until I get 2. You follow? Could be Schwab, TD Ameritrade, right? There's a list that you would order maybe differently than me because you're in a different geographical location than me, right? That's all. And so some banks may be more convenient for different reasons. So just make your own list, 1 through 5, and go do them until you get 2 open and quit. That's it. Yay. Done. Boom. Okay? Yeah, Marvin. No, he's just giving you the thumbs up while you're posting it in the classroom, the community forum. He's like, way to go. You up at your account. What should I expect when meeting them? Read the inner circle if you want to know everything you should expect, Ken. Or, just follow my tips in the trust stuff. There are 2 types of humans, right? You're one type and they're another type. That's why they always like hold up the letter, 2 fingers. They're 2 species. Hey, stupid humans, guess what? And we're this, and we're the fallen angels. We can read your minds. We know everything, on and on and on. If you want to know everything that you have never been told, that's in the inner circle about them, okay? But you just go in there and keep it quiet, man, and say, I'm here to open up a trust account. And here you go. And then just shut bring a book and, answer their questions and leave, and your trust account is open. Don't be anything but just nice. Thank you. Maybe, bring something to read or a snack or something like that. That's what I do. That's it. Good questions, Ken. Thank you for stopping by. So this works for everyone. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. Right? So censored, aren't I? It's just driving me crazy to have the solution for people that everyone is looking for, and then just be so throttled back as to be practically non-visible. We spend almost all the money we make here on advertising in my team. I hardly make a penny. I'm still a pauper because I'm not giving up. I'm just not going to let them drive me out and be like, I'm not going to be negative. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use everything at my disposal to just barely get above break even and to teach this until, the end of time, which is coming very soon, as it always does in this time loop. So, Jack, if the grantor named the trust account with retained interest, is that a good thing? You could be grantor and trustee. Yeah, I know. They must be pushing, I don't know, billions of dollars into some sort of programming out there that says you can't be grantor in a trust. They must be pumping billions and billions of dollars into this. Because literally anyone that comes to me now says, yeah, but what about me being grantor? It's like, well, you have to be. Who else would grant your soul and finances into a trust? Who else would do that besides you? It's so idiotic. I just think on the logic, on the face of this situation, to trade your slaves to be non-grantor and to get away with trading your slaves for non-grantor trust. It's illogical on the face of trust. So you have to understand zero about trust to think that you could be a non-grantor trust. You have to know zero. You have to know less than zero. You have to believe a bunch of lies they're telling you. But it is the most common question I'm getting asked today. The programming of the slaves is always non-grantor. But what about that? Just follow the instructions. They don't have any proof of who they are. You think Dave Ramsey is like named Dave Ramsey? You ever seen his driver's license? I use the term he loosely, right? But any of your people on YouTube or anybody you think has something to offer you in the line of truth and finances, have you ever seen their ID that doesn't even match the name they're using? No, it never does. I do that, and they don't even go that far. You follow me? Yeah, I show you all my court cases, everything. How could an accountant want to be your accountant and not show you all your taxes and information, his or her own? They never do that. And yet people hire them all the time. I literally am the only accountant that shows all my work and outcomes. The only one alive. No other humans do that. No other accountants, no lawyers, none of them. What's wrong with humans? Really, this is what's wrong with human race that they're so easily duped. I mean, all day long I ask questions about programming, and I never interact with anyone who knows any bit of the truth unless I'm told them. I never meet a human. I've never met face to face a human that knows the truth. One above me spiritually, one above me, right? But never. I've never met it. I'll never meet it. I've given up. It's never going to be possible to meet a human being that knows the truth. It's just, it'll never do. Like, obviously, the guy knew I was going to be awaked, right? Well, awakened. This lifetime came to me and helped me become awake. But other than that human, because there is a spiritual hierarchy, and I'm under the one that has the current, the current title of the, it's a, right, there's a guy named Jesus of Nazareth, and he gets a title called Christ. Well, that someone is always holding that title and breathing air. Obviously, that doesn't negate that Jesus is in total control, but there's always someone in a physical form, right? Right? There's always a shepherd for the sheep. You don't think there is, you're wrong. You just don't know who it is. You haven't been in the inner circle and figured it out yet, or been told, or tested, and so on. No problem, Ken. No problem. Okay, well, no more questions or whatever. I don't want to just drone on about the truth. We have it in our coursework. No one else has done the work against the system. No other humans have done any work that I've ever noticed against the system, right? They've done steps they found on the internet that were already dead ends, that were put there to be dead ends. But nobody figured out a way into the system to hack it. I'm an accountant, an auditor with an MBA, 40 years of business experience. I just watched what they were doing and copied it. What? That's how I figured out it was legal to do. You could have a trust account, you could do it this way. Oh, okay. And I just did what they did because that's the law. Okay, so anyone can do it. You better get on board. Time is short. The time loop is short. You better change your ways and operate this way. Your life will be so much easier financially and every other way. But, I can't. You must free yourself. I am here to help the sheep through the gate. It's wide open. Come on through anytime you want until the time that you can't. Right now you can. I'm open. The site is open. The school is open. Come on through. Okay? All right. No more questions. No more feedback. Glad we got to everything, people. Have a wonderful weekend. I will be here Monday at noon. Okay? All right, George. Good to have you. All right, George. Good to have you here. Everyone, have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for being here. If you're going to help anyone you care about at all, right? Really, anyone you care at all about needs this trust. There's nothing else. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just saying there is no other method. So if you care about anyone, help them. Share this information. Help them get it done. Okay, please. Right? Yeah, Alex. Your person will. And your person ain't got nothing, so there's no worry. Yes, that's right, Alex. All right, Alex, man, what a big turnaround for you, man. I like, you turned your life around. Good for you, Alex. I like what I'm hearing and what you're doing. Keep it up.